What's going on, guys? Today on the channel we'll be taking a look at my iPhone 13 Pro, and specifically what we're going to be looking at today is the battery health / battery condition after approximately 1.5 years of use. So I did the same video when I had my iPhone 10. I did it after 3 years and then after 4 years, and the battery significantly had degraded. But the catch with the iPhone 10 is when it was introduced, we did not have some of the software features like the optimized charging and clean energy charging like we do now. So this phone has had optimized charging ever since it was new. So I wanted to kind of dive in and see what the battery health looked like after 1.5 years of use. So I say 1.5 years because this phone came out in September of 2021. Today is March, or actually no, it's April. It's April 4th, 2023. So basically, I got this phone in October of 21, and if you count up the months, of course, that's about 1.5 years. So let's see how this phone has done. So if you don't know how to check your battery health, all you have to do is head over to your settings. You scroll down a little bit until you see battery. And we can see a few battery settings here. This is where you can kind of see what has used a lot of your battery life, your screen on time, your screen off time, the last 10-day performance, all that good stuff. Also, this is where you can enable battery percentage. If you did not know that, if you want your battery percentage back up here in the top, well, that's where you can enable that. You can also do your low power mode. But we have another little category here that says battery health and charging, and this is where you will see your maximum capacity. So this is obviously our battery health. So as you can see in my case here, after 1.5 years, my battery capacity is now at 89%. Now that's pretty good. That is maybe a little bit more than I was expecting. I was kind of hoping it would still be in the 90% range. It's just a lot of different factors that go into determining that capacity, and obviously the way you use your phone and how often you charge it or how much you deplete the battery and then start recharging it is going to determine a lot of that. Now you can see that it says this is a measure of battery capacity relative to when it was new. So the lower this number gets, the less hours of battery life that you're going to have. Now in my case, this is an iPhone 13 Pro. It's got a bigger battery than a traditional iPhone. Obviously, battery life apparently just gets better and better by the year. But this phone still holds its very, very good charge. It still lasts me most of the day. Now something else that's kind of interesting that I've recently started doing that I don't know if it's going to necessarily affect the battery life or not. But whenever I'm at work, I like to just set my phone down on a wireless phone charger. And then also in my car, I use Apple CarPlay. So the phone is constantly being charged throughout the day. So I notice now that most of the time when I get home, my phone is still around the 90% range. And you can see that right now. We are at 92%, and it's 7:30 in the evening. And this phone came off the charger this morning at 6:30. So I'm going to try to kind of keep the battery full, or at least, got enough charge in it. I feel like that may have an impact on it. And I think about things like electric vehicles where they tell you not to let them go below 80%, or you only charge it to 80%, and different things like that. Well, those same principles might work here with your phone. So I don't know. And we also, of course, have the optimized battery charging, which is that same kind of principle with electric vehicles. So it's not going to charge your phone past 80%. It's going to learn from your daily charging habits. So if you plug your phone up at night and it knows that it takes it off the charger at 6:30 in the morning, for example, it will not charge your battery past 80% until it gets closer to the time you'll come off the charger, and that can help with your battery aging as well. So that is why this capacity is probably in a better shape right now than it was on my iPhone 10 at the same time. It is going to be interesting to see how this phone holds up over the next year or so. Honestly, to keep up with this channel, I'm probably going to be getting rid of this phone this year. I feel like I need to kind of upgrade my tech more frequently than I usually do. Usually I keep an iPhone for as long as I possibly can. But to keep up with the technology, you kind of have to trade up every once in a while. So I don't know. We'll see how this is doing at the 2 year mark, which of course will be coming up later this year. So yeah, that is pretty much it. We also have this clean energy charging thing. I'm not sure how that's going to affect battery health, but this is a brand new thing. It was literally just introduced. I believe, was this iOS 16? Or it might have been like an iOS 16 update. I'm not too sure, but this basically says to reduce your carbon footprint by selectively charging when lower emission electricity is available. It also is going to learn from your daily charging routine. So I'm not sure when that's activated or if it's been activated for me, but I guess we'll have to see if that affects battery capacity. But yeah, guys, 1.5 years of use, my iPhone 13 Pro is sitting at 89%, and I really don't notice much of a difference in battery life at this time. Like I said, though, we're going to keep the juices flowing through it most of the day now, so I'm not sure how that is going to affect it over time either. But anyways, guys, let me know what your phone's maximum capacity is in the comments down below. Be sure to tell me what phone it is and how old it is. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video.